The news this morning is that the Salvation Army in Utica is closing its doors and still has not found a new location. And on the line right now is Major Robert Miga from the Salvation Army. Good morning, Major. And this is kind of a sad, bittersweet situation for you. Actually, it's just bitter, it seems. You don't have another location.
Well, we don't. But let me just clarify something very quickly. It's the Salvation Army Family Thrift Store that is closing. The Salvation Army is not moving out of the community.
Right,
They're still Captain Henry. That's a very vital thing because I've had a few phone calls of people saying, where are we going to go?
Right, right.
So I want to, right off the offset, that the Salvation Army, on the whole, is not moving out, just the Family Thrift Store. Yes, we've been searching for, a good 2 years now, knowing the hospital project it was going to really happen, and just to fit within budgets and a location that is safe for our donors, our customers, our employees. And we've been looking around, and it's been very difficult to find the ideal location for us.
You, of course, are located in what used to be the old Chicago Market building, I believe, years ago.
Yes.
And
yes, I believe so.
So that was it was a retail location. You see a lot of, I know the Salvation Army thrift store in the Valley in Ilion is in a former grocery store. So that seems to be a good location for you guys. Older grocery stores that you can move into, and the setting is kind of perfect for you.
If we can clean them up, they work very well, yes.
Yeah. So what are you looking for in terms of a move? You mentioned you want to have a place that's safe for those people that might be shopping there, but also people who are donating. What are you looking for, and what type of location?
Well, we've got to be careful that obviously there have been my employees are concerned of leaving at night, that they're safe, and customers. Sometimes we've had people approach our donor base, and so I don't know the neighborhoods of Utica that well, as I service the upper central part of New York State, so I'm roaming around a lot, and I don't know the actual communities. But it's got to be viable for us to really provide funds for the Adult Rehabilitation Center, that's our sole support to operate that in Syracuse, but for folks in the upper central New York area.
Yeah. And are you basically looking for a city location, inner city location?
We're looking at anything in the greater Hartford.
Yep.
Where did I get Hartford from?
That's right. There's a new Hartford here, so that would work.
New Hartford, but Connecticut came up. Excuse me on that. I don't know why. I think I just was talking to a friend there yesterday.
Got it.
But New Hartford, Utica area, inner city, probably that would not be the number one choice, but it's not that it would be a bad area either. Okay. I'd have to see it and see if it fits within what we can present the program, present clothing, present the store properly to generate enough funds.
And certainly something you guys can afford, right?
Yeah, if it's not affordable, again, it's not worth the opportunity for us to present for the budget and for the community.
You receive services to help you find a new location, is that right?
I didn't hear you. Could you say that again?
Did the hospital or the city try to help you find a new location, and how did that? Obviously, I know you don't have one, so it didn't go that well.
Or the community foundation as well.
Or the community foundation. Can you talk about
when we heard about all this? I reached out to the mayor's office, and the mayor's office referred me to the hospital systems, and they just told me we were way down the line. Not we, the Salvation Army, but this was way down the line, and so nobody really reached out to assist us. I've had realtors. I've had two realtors that have helped me out. One in particular really helping me out, working hard for us. But a real reach out to say, how can we relocate you? No. Yesterday when I got back, I did receive, I had a phone call that I got late last night because I was in the office late. Message was here from the Community Foundation, and there was also an email from them. I just answered them about 6:15 this morning.
And the fact that I think I saw a report yesterday on TV where you said you were very disappointed in the way, and I think you left it at that, but are you disappointed in the way you've been treated by the city, the way you've been treated by the hospital?
I am. I don't believe if those were the words that was misinterpreted. The hospital system has been very gracious and cordial to us.
Okay.
Never once, saying anything to us. They've worked with us. Obviously, I had to turn that over to our attorney because he had to deal with that, not me, myself.
Yeah.
But they have never, ever been but cordial to us. I don't know how to say that any better than that.
All right.
There's never been any conflict. When they presented their offer to us, the attorney called me, and I said, well, as you well know, it goes to a higher authority than I do in our New York office. But there's never been any bad blood or ill will between the Salvation Army and the hospital system.
However, you did say here, though, that you felt that you didn't get any services. There was no one out there to really assist you in finding a new location.
You're right. There really wasn't out there. The mayor's office, the Community Foundation, and which I just figured it was my responsibility anyways to find the property, and I really wasn't knocking on the doors to have them help me either. Okay.
And then was it a slip of the tongue? You mentioned Hartford. Are you considering, are you in any conversation with the possibility of someone having a location in the village of New Hartford? Are you considering a move of this facility to New Hartford?
I am considering anything. At the present time, we don't. Have I looked out at New Hartford? Absolutely. Have I, looked in all around the Utica area? Just, again, my driving around and looking for spots, I have. We are not presently in any contract negotiations or actively have a site that we want to jump into.
Okay, all right. And if you had it, I mean, obviously you're closing this service, which you make money on, is a great service for people, is going to be going away in downtown Utica. Any idea? Have you set a goal to say we have to be open by such and such a date?
No, I'm not going to put that pressure on my staff or myself. We're going to search it. Like I said, I'd be interested to see what the Community Foundation has to offer. I just wrote them back and just said, I could meet. I can come out there Wednesday or Thursday, whichever's convenient for them, and see where it goes. If we find something, we might be able to turn around something very fast. On the other hand, we might, I'm not looking that we'd be able to do something by September or October or November.
Okay, all right. All right, and one other question: would you, if you had it your way, do you feel that avoiding the city, inner city, where you said you worried about donors and employees and their safety, do you feel though that moving to a place like New Hartford or to one of the suburbs outside the city, that those low income people would have a difficult time getting to the facility. Is that something that's a consideration?
Again, not knowing some consideration, but not knowing your transportation system. That I don't know how that works. And if there are buses that regularly run out there. I know when I go out there to shop, there seems an awful. I see a few buses with a lot of people out there.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll play how much of a role that will play.
Okay. All right, Major Robert Miga, thank you for taking the time from the Salvation Army. We wish you the best, and I hope this next step with the Community Foundation is a positive one for you.
I'm very pleased that they reached out, and I will look forward to meeting with them.
All right. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Bye now.